Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to another video. So today we got a lot of stuff to do. I still didn't pick up cardboard, but I still gotta do that. So if you guys are new to the channel, my name is P.O Box. This morning I just dropped off a lot of packages at the post office to be sent out to you guys. So if you haven't already, pick up some merch, decals from the website. It's gonna be down in the description, so please check that out. All the proceeds gonna be helping out to support the build, support the channels, to do crazy car stuff for you guys. But today we need to get cardboard for that BMW so we can actually do a trunk, start working on the trunk setup, remove. We're gonna start removing the trunk tank from there. I'm thinking of powder coating that tank to color. I'm not too sure. If you guys look up BMW art livery, we maybe do something similar to that. But let me know what you guys think, what we can do, what we should do. For the Honda Civic that we were working on yesterday, we got the brakes, we got the oil. So we gotta knock that stuff out today for the customer, get that taken care of. And then for my buddy's car, for Sechi's car, we're doing his front bumper. We finally laid the second layer of sealant, or it's a seam sealer. So let me show you guys how that's looking at. The place is a mess. Like, we got stuff everywhere, but again, it's a warehouse, it's a shop, but the bumper's looking out pretty well. We have the Rocky Bunny lights on this build, but kind of like little. They're like a little bunk lights, but like, if you guys have anything, or maybe I can get some from Top Page IDs, just gotta talk to them about it. But you just basically need to do a little bit of filling right here, make it nice and smooth. But basically, all that gap that was there is now all filled. So it's looking a lot better. So there's no more gaps, no more holes. We're able to utilize the actual factory clips with this bumper, but this is gonna look badass. Like, once we get the car wrapped, and it's gonna look really good. To get the day rolling, I do need to work on this Civic. We need to put the brakes on because I can't drive it because they're squeaking so bad right now. The rotors are already grinded up, so we need to replace the brake rotors and pads for the front, do the oil change, take it for a drive. The customer says that it's making a loud noise while driving, so couldn't replicate the issue, so I'm going to drive around 40 miles per hour. That's what he said that happens. So we're going to take care of that, take a look at that, clean up the interior for him. But yeah, if you guys are wanting to get your car wrapped or detailed or anything like that, do performance stuff, whatever the case is, come hit us up. We'll definitely get you guys taken care of. Yeah, let's get a day rolling. Just so if you guys want to know how to do the brakes on the 2011 Honda Civic, we removed the 1 and 2 Phillips screws that go right here. That's basically holding the rotor in place. Then there's two 12 millimeters that's going to be holding in the caliper to the caliper brackets. So we remove those two. So just remember which one's top and bottom. And then this caliper will come right out. So now we have to remove this caliper bracket. So there's going to be this bolt that's held into the knuckle, and this one right here. So it's gonna be, I think, 17 mil. So let me go double check. All right, so we got a 17 mil. Yep, it is 17 mil. They're going to be really tight. If you guys do use a breaker bar with a socket, it's definitely gonna be a lot easier. But if not, PV Blaster is gonna be your best friend. So we removed the two bolts that are holding the caliper bracket into the knuckle. So now since we remove the screw, we should just be able to, just so you guys can hear, this is a fair warning, it's gonna be hella loud. Like, listen to how bad the brake is on the driver's side. Like, it's on metal, like, it's so bad. So that's the one that's mainly the bad, but these were pretty decent, so we're just gonna replace both of them, just so that way he's taken care of and he's good. So we got the rotor off, basically just hit on it a little bit and it'll slide right off with these bolts. Put the new one off, put the screws to hold it in place, and just reverse the steps. So we got the pads in, we got the caliper in, we got the piston, bracket, rotor, everything's in. We did the brakes already. So now we just gotta do the opposite side, and that's pretty much it for the Civic, and we do the oil change. So I just want to show you guys the difference between the before and after. Like, his pads, his old one was so worn out. This new one's gonna be a lot more beefier, a lot more powerful. So we're gonna get him taken care of. All right, so we knocked out the brakes, the driver front and passenger right, and then we did the oil change. The car's been reset. The car is a little low on air, so I'm gonna fill that up and then take it for a drive, bed the brakes, and then after that, we're trying to drive it around, trying to see if I can replicate the sound that he's having. He said it happens around 40 miles per hour, so I'm driving around the street trying to see what it is, where it's coming from, trying to isolate that issue, and then we're gonna go get cardboard so we can start working on the BMW, doing that trunk setup, and then I don't know. You guys tell me. I want to do a track setup with this BMW, as in like take out the dash, put like a track metal dash in it, basically cage the rest of the car, take out the flooring, take out the carpet, and then paint the flooring white or something like that. Like keep it clean, remove any other electrical that's not needed, eventually turbo it. Let me know. Like, tell me what you guys think. Tell me what you think I should do with it. But yeah. Okay, so now is what we're gonna be doing is working on this trunk setup. So as you guys can see how there's like the gap right here. It's not really flush, not really set out properly. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this piece out, and I got the cardboard finally, but the question is how I'm gonna let the air out of this tank. Alright, so first thing first is I'm loosening up one of the fittings so that way I can actually drain the tank. That way I can disconnect the line and pull it right out. Okay, so I removed the air tank and the flooring out of the beamer. Just so you know how to remove it, you pull this back, the fitting, and then you pull the tube right out. So what I did was I loosened up this fitting right here, and then slowly let the air leak out. So that way the tank is empty. So that way once I unplug it, we wouldn't go like that. So the entire the trunk is empty. So what I'm going to be doing is putting out the cardboard, mapping it out, trying to see what I can do, how I can make this fit. I might trace this out and then put out of the cardboard, put it on there, and then see what I can put on the left and right. That's what I was saying. I was like, should I powder coat this to a certain color? Because I'm going to be doing a livery design. I'm going to show you guys soon of how that's going to be, but I don't know what color I should do this. I don't know if I should do it where it acts as a livery, or if I should keep it that brush raw look, or what. So throw it down in the comments. Let me know what I should do. Okay, so I created a new template and checked the new measurements. So this is going to go on both sides. So this one itself was pretty close to it, but there's just a lot of gaps. Didn't like we're going to do a whole new setup, but got the new template for it. I'm gonna sketch it up onto the new wood, and then we're gonna maybe start cutting tonight. Sachin's gonna be coming over. We still got diagnosis. So once I drive, this car literally sounds like it has an exhaust system when it doesn't. So we need to figure out what's causing this noise. And so Sachin's gonna be coming up later today after work. And then, so before then, I might start cutting that. This depends. So we'll see how far we get. Sachin, that little noise that was coming out that sounded like this car had an exhaust, what was it?
Well, remember how I told you to lift it up and just turn the wheel, like rotate it? Yeah, it happened to be the wheel bearing, man.
So this wheel bearing's got a shot. We got a new one. It was like 60 bucks.
I mean, let's bring the camera closer real quick. Like, I don't think they can hear it, but it feels like there's rocks stuck in between the bearings, so it's all jaggedy almost, and it feels very rough when turning. So about 20 miles an hour, it sounds like you got a big old fart cannon on it. You're farting through town, and everything sucks!
Alright, just to give you guys an update, we put the wheel back on, we took it for a drive, and this car doesn't sound like it has an aftermarket exhaust now. So the car sounds basically like it's good. For this one, I went ahead and cut it up, and so this is the new template. I just need to shave this. I just need to shave off the edges a little bit more, just to give it a little nice and snug fit. But other than that, that's perfect. I'm still trying to figure out what I'm going to do for the idea. If you have any thoughts, or if you have suggestions, comment down below. Let me know what I should do, or message me on Instagram. But that's basically it for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed. We got a lot more stuff coming out for you guys. Please share, subscribe, and like, and we'll catch you guys next video. See you guys. Bye.